What's up people, Scott the Life Artist back with another video. Today is kind of a deep one. I want to speak about saying sorry, and that I just said sorry today to someone. And I reached out to a couple of people that I was resisting and resenting. And I just want to say that if you have grudges against people or you've cut them off in your mind a bit, they've kind of disappointed you, and so you make them second guess themselves and make them second or less in your mind, right? When you have a friend who broke your expectation, or an ex-girlfriend where you're both right, but one of you has to budge and say sorry, right? These things, holding ghosts within our chests, within our heads, within our realm, within our energetic space, and that, man, today I realized it's all about love, man. But what stops us from feeling that love? And for me, it's the resentment, it's the resistance, it's the lack of willingness to forgive. And it will stack up, right? Because we shouldn't have resentment in our hearts, particularly towards people who, may have quote unquote done us wrong in some way. But so what, right? And the only reason I say so what is because it's your life. And if you hold on to those things, they will corrode you. They'll weigh you down. Now I'm saying if someone goes out and kills your whole family, just forgive them and it's all good. Be buddy-buddy. I'm not saying that. You may have to steer clear of them physically for your whole entire life, right? I guess if they're in jail, then it makes sense, but you may never have the desire to meet them, go visit them, try to understand. Now I understand, but I'm speaking about the majority of our grievances are petty in the long run, because we know we're all gonna pass. And if this was your last day, how would you act, right? If this was my last day, how would I act? And a lot of it would be reaching out to people to say sorry, or reaching out to people to see how they were, how they are, and just let them know I love them and I got their back and I support them and I think of them, right? That's kind of what we would do, right, on our last day on earth. So why not begin that now? That's what I've begun to do, and it's amazing. It's amazing how we can forget about the basics, right? We kind of have a bit of resentment towards our family and friends and think it's normal. It's not normal. Forgive yourself and forgive others. And here's the key. Here's what I learned today, is that when I do that, whether it's reaching out to the ex-girlfriend and say sorry, because I was difficult to live with in the past, and I was. So I was like, I need to go the extra mile and just say sorry. I wish you all the best. I'm rooting for you, whatever you do. Did it take courage? Yeah, I suppose. Honesty? Hell yeah, with my feeling in my chest, this feels wrong. And I'm never gonna stop sharing love because someone may react to it in a negative way. Because here's the thing, you're doing that message for you. You're clearing your heart for you. You're sending love for you. And it doesn't matter how they respond or react, because they might react negatively. They might be like, well, fuck you, you were difficult to live with, I hate you, I never want to see you again. That's cool. But you came from a pure heart. And that's the most beautiful feeling you can have. And to clear yourself of any fizzly static you have towards people, ghosts in your closet, right? Like me, for example, I haven't seen my mum in a while. I want to see my mum. So I had to ask her when she's getting her fat ass up here to come see me. And that felt right and that felt beautiful, right? But it takes you instigating and initiating. It takes you reaching out, right? To be the example, that's all good, I love you. And even if they react, it's all good, I love you. I never want to see you again. Fair enough, all good, I love you, right? That's power, that's true power. So yeah, man. Because it can be tricky. It can be amazingly tricky until you see it. How you've accumulated all these ghosts. within you. Now, someone may have passed away, and understand you can't send them a message physically over the internet or a letter, in person, phone call. I understand that. But there's also other ways you can do it, right? Visit their grave, take time to meditate and spend time forgiving them or forgiving yourself and saying what you needed to say or what you need to say. You can do that. Or someone who is a bridge, maybe the closest person to your grandfather, meet with that person so you can discuss your grandfather and get out what you need to get out, right? There are ways. You use your imagination. They passed on. Look to connect with them within. Go to their grave where they used to live, whatever it is. And whatever it takes for you to bring that urgency up of emotion so you can clear it. Because it's so beautiful, then you remember it's all about love. Otherwise, what you will find is when you interact with people who are outside of that small circle of ghosts that you're harboring in the past, you'll overlay the past onto the present. Meaning you'll kind of expect to be disappointed and always umming and ahhing, and so there's bound to be conflict because it happened in the past, and you'll begrudge the present because you're living in the past. You'll project your mum and your dad onto people around you. You'll project your ex onto your new girlfriend. You'll project your friends from the past onto the friends of the present, right? Present. So know that. Clear the past. And it takes you purifying yourself, being honest, having the courage to be like, yeah, I was wrong, sorry. Someone let you know I'm all good, it's all good, right? Hand out the forgiveness branch for yourself, and if others want to take it, that's awesome. We do it for you. So for goodness sake, then you can enjoy your life, enjoy the people around you, without harboring these expectations. Like I had it with a friend, like haven't seen them in a while, and I realized the jokes I would make, they're a little cynical. It's a little like, you haven't seen me, bitch. Where are you, bitch? And just, you know, a little bit of resentment. It's okay to get a little bit annoyed and stuff. That's natural. And it's natural, maybe you've seen in my previous videos, it's natural to have a bit of conflict. Sometimes you've got to get stuff off your chest that something triggered you. I understand that. If you don't get conflict out, usually it goes into your head, kind of eats your brain, you can't focus, you feel a bit off and rough. Why? Because you had something to say, you didn't say it, right? Something irritated, it annoyed me. That's okay to share that. But I'm speaking about day to day, long term, week on week, month on month, year on year. You're harboring these prisoners. There's a great teacher called Barry Long, who was the master of Eckhart Tolle, if you know Eckhart Tolle, Power of Now. He's at the big Western guru. Barry was his Australian teacher. And he spoke about prisoners we have in our chests, in our bodies, right? So I'm not speaking about conflict in a moment, expressing, getting off your chest. I'm speaking about the long-term prisoners you harbor from people, some people who are freaking dead, right? Many, many years, people keep still thinking about them, right? Reject into the present. But these people, look, where are they in you? Usually it's exes. Usually it's divorcees, right? Ex-husbands, brothers, sisters, old best friends that let you down. And can you kind of forgive them, forgive yourself and move on, right? That's the key. So look for that. Where are the ghosts in you? And free yourself. And I assure you, when you do that for yourself, when you act out of service for yourself and say sorry, heal the wound best you can, whether it's through communication only with yourself or with others, you will feel lighter, you will feel more free, and you'll feel more invigorated. And you won't be projecting that damn past into the present, hoping, knowing you're going to get let down based on previous expectations. So drop the expectations and see what happens. Forgive yourself and others. All right, I love you guys. I'll speak to you later.